Maybe has to get used to those dishes from Doncic. As Wembanyama threw a bullet cross court, and this didn't have an opener to coach because he picked up midway through. As that's knocked out of bounds, Grant Williams tries to say it hit Wemby, and he was going to win that argument.
You need someone like Derek Lively in those pick and rolls with Luka.
It's going to be an offensive foul. Wembanyama gave a little shove to Williams. That'll be the third personal on Wemby. 72-69, Spurs lead it. And that is going to be number 4 on Wemby. Now he hops up. Wembanyama going to work. Tried to force it to Collins, and a nice play by Green to knock it away.
Stop him. He's so quick and athletic.
Spurs by 1. Down low. Wembanyama on the double team. Brooks comes away to pry it away. He goes up. And he has changed the look of many shots already.
Yes, he has.
Jones brings it across. Gave up the dribble, back out to Vassell. Wembanyama got his pocket picked that time. Brooks to Van Vliet, right into the D. First miss. Wemby kept it alive. Wemby with the stuff.
Oh, they're going to call goaltending.
While Paul George may have kind of doubted it, there's one Clipper that did not, and we'll talk about it a little bit later as Wembanyama fumbles the pass. Clippers start the game on the turnover. The ball juggled around and finally goes to San Antonio. Sohan is a talented player. They love his length at that position. Wembanyama dumps it in with deflection, interception, and here come the Clippers back the other way. I wanted to play deadpans. I wanted to play all 48 minutes.
Look at that.
He blocks the inbound and then comes away with it. He does have handles, despite what you saw there. And now can Bones Highland make him pay? The 3 in the corner is good. Spoiler alert on the story. He used to sign his checks. Powell deflects it off the leg of Vassell, and it goes back to the Clippers.
I'm a tea drinker, first of all. Second of all, depending on what I had to drink the night before and how I hung out and ate.
Wembanyama in action when Victor was living in France. Because of the time change, he didn't get to watch a whole lot of NBA games live, but he watched hours and hours.
For the Suns. Osman's been the most active among the Spurs, and Wembanyama can't handle it. Doug McDermott on the floor for the first time as we start this second quarter. Wembanyama, bad pass. Suns defended it well. Spurs turnover. And Goodwin. Oh, man. Wembanyama gets it on the block. Double comes. Another bad pass. These one-handed passes are watching, and that's a little bit out of their rhythm, too. There's only one, and it's down to their right as Wembanyama falls down. Nurkic. So he's got to be calm.
Wembanyama on the spin, tied up by Durant. Travel. Suns playing catch-up inside. Eubanks looked like he got hit for the dunk attempt. Frank Vogel is livid. The Spurs turn it over.
You know, that last pass, Bill, it's hard to throw it up so high when you're not accustomed to it.
Victor gives it up. Finishes it. It's not going to count. It was in the cylinder. Following the miss from Anunoby. Keldon looks inside. Victor's pass picked off.
Chris, that isn't even close to being fair. I mean, first of all, it's 50 years ago. But how is anybody going to get that one? And it's mostly on the offensive end right now. You want to get that on the defensive end, but he's a determined player.
And Wembanyama fell out of bounds. Pacers ball.
That's their second delay.
As a team, the Knicks have not shot well from the line, and that was one of the keys to their success last year, getting to the free throw line. Randall the steal on the double team. Him and Hartenstein.
23rd in the league in three-point makes.
They had 2 disastrous games as Quickly steals it from the rookie.
Nice. Get a layup.
Quickly back, Hartenstein for the dunk.
Brings it across himself inside the final minute. Guarded by Anderson. He went for the steal. Pass he just missed on an open. Anderson the other way with a dunk.
Kyle Anderson.
Spurs try to exploit it. Victor. I'll take it. If you can overthrow. Tries to spin it inside. Collins couldn't handle it. Victor, they collapse on him. You're going to see a lot of that from Miami today. Pick 5 from Miami. 6 on the shot clock. Turnover. Hawkins. Spurs trying to get their first win since on the road against Phoenix. The alley-oop to Collins.
Victor was throwing that to himself. He did a nice job of putting the ball on the floor.
Double team comes. Bullet pass. Too hot to handle for Branham. It was a 3-point game at the half. Johnson chases it into the backcourt. He's saying he touched it last. Looking for Collins. Underthrown. Wembanyama. Coach 4-minute mark. Stripped of it. On a bio ahead to Robinson. Got by Keldon.
Has his first basket of the season.
He shot 37% from 3 last year, but as we've said, this is Thunder basketball. 7th steal of the night already. In passing lanes, very disruptive.
Yeah, got the steals, the deflections, forcing 8 turnovers. Inside Wembanyama, too hot to handle for him.
And the ball came right back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Don't see many rebounds make it to the 3-point line. And now Joe able to force the turnover. Wembanyama's down. Williams lays it in.
Kings played Wednesday in LA against the Lakers, had a great start and got the win. Ball stolen by Murray. Murray, one man to beat, gets inside, lays it up and in. Well defended, although Murray thought he was fouled. Champagnie, after the turnover, got back defensively. Wembanyama forces that pass, and Murray never came up the floor and lays it up and in.
Yep.
And he'll learn that. He's 19.
Nice pass inside. Nope, stolen by Duarte. Huge one with 3.5 remaining. Branham to Wembanyama. He's got Fox on him. Here comes the help. Looking. Shot clock at 7. He moved his pivot foot.
6, I should say, as Jones comes back. 118-108.
That's what I said
about Jackson and Bain.
Trying to make somebody else beat you. That didn't happen.
Wembanyama brings it up the floor.
I'll give it back to him.
And defending. Let's see if Victor can go to work here. Terrence Mann comes away with a steal.
McDermott dumps it into Vic.
Give him room to
Guarded by
operate.
Tucker.
It's a good lesson here. It's a physical player.
You bring the ball down, they're coming. And the steal. Back to Collins, fires the 3. Wembanyama taken away.
Early for the Warriors. Wiggins with the pull-up jumper. Clay getting involved with the assist. Those 2 guys right now for the Warriors are the 2 guys that have to get going every night.
Deep catch. Trace Jackson gets denied by Bassie. Here's Wemby. Oh, nice idea, but a little too much velo on the bounce pass. To Collins, and Collins nearly threw it away. Wemby able to save it, but it's a backcourt violation. His 5th.
And I don't mind those 3-point shots from Clay, but those are the shots right there that he's got to avoid as another turnover.
It's stood up by Looney, loses the handle, was able to save it though, only for a moment. 11th turnover from San Antonio. Moody stops, dishes, sloppy. Old State, but point differential also could come into play. When Wembanyama gets fouled, no, an offensive foul.
Strother after it. Oh, and off Osman. Good hustle by Strother. 1
177 Nuggets. Wembanyama travels. Lead biggest of the night. Christian Brown now assigned to Vassell. And Wemby traveled again. What did I say? Oh.
You don't want too many more of those tonight.
No.
And then the offensive foul will be on Victor.
Against anyone in the league, so he lights up when he sees the Spurs. In the last 8 games he's played against the Spurs, he's had a double-double.
Wembanyama, part of the reason why he's the new kid on the block. Inside, pass off the mark for Brandon.
Yeah, he knows he made a mistake. Boy, he came from nowhere.
Wow! He was up in the clouds, Hubie Brown.
He came from far away.
Against these guys. He missed the mid-range face-up there. Wembanyama. And stepping out of bounds after some contact. Kind of threw him off a rhythm a little bit, or so it seems.
He's going to have to finish that basket right there, but that's the right move. Go right at the smaller Vassell.
Yeah. More interesting than need be down the stretch, but they hung on and won the game for the first time on the road this year. Knocking it away was Tari Eason, took it away from Wembanyama, and then Thompson the other way. In transition, scores the 2. That pass almost went out of bounds. Great catch by Vassell, pressured. And somehow finds Wembanyama, and they try to whip it into Sohan, and it went out of bounds.
And staying competitive.
That go off Wembanyama's foot, it did.
And then he comes back to steal it. And give it away to Russell.
36-26 for LA. Jackson Hayes is really athletic. Had to explode, get off one leg and get that shot off.
Reddish with the steal.
Right, you want to run your offense, get the ball moving left to right, and get a rhythm of like who we're going to be this half. That shot just isn't a good one. Of like who we're going to be this half. That shot just isn't a good one to me right out of a halftime.
Spurs start the quarter with the turnover. Russell short on the floater.
Oh, come on, bro.
And that's just an easy pass stolen by Reddish to D'Lo for the lay-in.
Off to Devin Vassell. Back to Victor. Fakes, goes up for 3.
Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell not available tonight. Wembanyama got stripped clean by James and some room service at the other end. And rebounded by Branham. Quickly up to Wembanyama, and LeBron with an education in anticipation and elevation.
Wembanyama lost the handle. Alvarado to Marshall. Zion, and turnover here. Trying to go ahead, knocked away and stolen by Jones. Victor knocks that away to stop the break by McCollum. Keldon launches one. Jim Penny comes back down with it, back out to Vic. Knocked away from behind, and that'll be an Alvarado layup.
Vucevic guarding Wembanyama. Caruso with some help.
He's killed his teams.
They lead the league in drops. Here's Wembanyama. And knocked away by Vucevic. Oh, here comes Caruso. 3-on-2. DeRozan all the way. Nice move.
2 years old, averaging nearly 8 a game, shooting 42% from 3. Travel is called as the Spurs turn it over. Jeremy from Victor. A couple guys out there, Bill, that you can go to when you need a bucket. They're going to get you something.
Wembanyama, Louis taken away by Markkanen. Obaji goes up for 2. He's having trouble slowing the Jazz down. The Jazz have owned the rebounding game. There's Wemby, disconnects here.
Spurs 4-25 on the year. They will let you back into the game. Just got to be persistent. Branham to Wembanyama. Coughed it up right to.
Going up yet to catch the ball, so Spurs will take it out on the side.
Victor throws it to the front row, and well,
no one's there yet.
To your point, there just has to be some more patience in running the half-court offense. Victor got it this time in the low block, but then tried to squeeze it underneath the defense, and it was tipped away.
Any double teams or any kind of mismatches, they're going to create shots for you.
Nice job by Victor to save it, but he saves it right to O'Shea Brissett, who will get an and-one opportunity.
San Antonio have lost 7 of their last 8, the only win in that period at Portland. And the Spurs turn it over.
He didn't believe he was actually hurt, so he and the team came to an agreement to say he wasn't playing due to quote-unquote rest. And how about the move that Wemby pulled Reggie on Tuesday night when the team said he was done for the night? He checked himself back into the game.
Very frustrating.
Good feed, Wembanyama finding Vassell. Sohan, Wembanyama fumbled it away with a turnover right there underneath. Last night, the Pacers scored 142 on the Bucks. Wembanyama drives, jarred free, turnover. Here's Vassell, big night for him. 34 points. Wembanyama, he'll take a 3. Rebound. Victor inside the crash. 0 of 1 at the line. Got that big one to make it a 4-point game. And we got an illegal inbound by San Antonio, by Victor.
Cavs have started slowly. Wembanyama is not afraid to grab the rebound and take it himself as he spins. Try to deal to Sohan. That was read, however, by Max Strus.
Good job of Max.
Wembanyama. That goes right through the hands. The teammate and ran him, and out of bounds it goes.
Of 8 from downtown, 18 points to pace the Cavaliers' attack. For Wembanyama, offensive foul. So a couple of times where I thought he picked up number 3. That one's going to be number 3 right there to start the third quarter.
And gives his all every night. Here is Sohan off to Vic. That pass interrupted, and then a foul will be called on Trey Jones. The Spurs can break the ice. Champagnie inside the Vic.
There's a no ball with those good hands.
Johnson to McDermott. Vic inside, trying to give it up, and it comes back as a turnover. And Miller, wide open.
Spun him around. Kind of look like someone I know. Wembanyama dives. They call for the travel. Bogdanovich himself. Wembanyama stuffs it right back. Second block, cross court, and then turns on by Capella. Now to Sadiq Bey. Jalen Johnson galloping, score off the rim. No, he could not get it to drop.
Throws it away. More Jokic and less Durant, right? Like, let the game come to you. Let your teammates come off and get back. Everybody keep.
Sohan, nice pass, and pass back to him. Goes right through his hands out. Wemby looking to go coast to coast and threw it away.
He's capable of doing that, but again, there weren't a lot of bigs doing that when I came into the league, Mike.
But the putback is good for Luke Cornett. And then Brown comes away with the steal. Pocket pass to Brissett. He lays it up and in.
Right there, that's going to bring a whole different dynamic to the game right here. There's like penny obvious chances on Victor Wembanyama more than Bagley.
And here's a steal by Jones. And he has to keep that stoic look.
Has to.
Here's Wemby working on Bagley. Good active hands by the Wizards.
That's going to become his signature move right there.
Sohan waiting for a trailing Wembanyama. They're going to call him for an offensive foul.
DeLon right on the mismatch. There's the bump out.
Here now Wemby being guarded. Oh, good tap out there by DeLon. Getting the steal. Bilal getting to the rim. And there's a steal by DeLon. Closing out the third. They're all tied at 100.
The party, Chris.
Wemby's got 17. Bilal has 12. And Wemby just a bit outside.
Well, for number 12 tonight, Tobias Harris 5 of 9 from the floor. Those were his first 2 free throws tonight. 8 minutes to go, third quarter.
Number of different Sixers have covered Wembanyama, whether it was Nico to begin with.
I guess you could say that pretty much every time down the floor. He had a nice rim run, though, is what I'm trying to say. And he turned it over. Here's Micic into the front court. Trying to find a little semblance of offensive rhythm.
Well, there have been far more jumpers to this point than we saw early in the ball game as Victor Wembanyama comes up with the turnover.
Alluding to the fact that he's been a little bit of a forgotten man, Monica, in the scheme of things with Chet.
Victor itching for the ball there. Jones.
Yeah, he's itching to get a shot off.
Tried to dump it down to Champagny. It's picked away by 8. Sal couldn't handle that hard pass.
A little too much sauce on it.
And the Spurs turn it over. With a solid D against 8. Vic lost it on the bounce. Victor draws a crowd. Trying to find Sohan on the backdoor cut. Turnover instead.
Our guy's done a better job denying him the basketball, making it a little uncomfortable for him.
Sohan with 26, his 6th 20-point game. Victor picked away on the dribble. Towards your player out of Washington. Wemby clears. Oh, he was shoveling out to Jones, but Trey was already headed up the floor.
Oh, don't go for that reach, big fella.
Wemby with the steal. Oh, trying to go behind the back and just couldn't come up with the ball again. Wemby, out pass deflected and then stolen.
See, Pop already pointed to the bench to keep that one on, put that one on video.
Wemby, once the handlers underneath thought he got fouled. No whistle for that, though. Big guy's got to touch it. Jones. And the offensive foul against the Spurs. Wemby against Towns, blocked by Carl Anthony. Out of bounds. Spurs will get it back with 12 in the shot clock. .424 to go, and there's what Sean was talking about.
That crossover right there.
Swiped, and .424 to go, and there's what Sean was talking about.
That crossover right there.
Swiped, and
pretty decent job defending the rim.
Koulibaly had it knocked away again by Johnson, and then Wemby, Koulibaly's old French teammate, knocks it away from Victor. And then the jumper is good.
The defense, the good habits weren't there. Brian keeps a guy that came over with Sam Presti from the Spurs to Oklahoma City, actually, when they were in Seattle.
Good team defense there. Another turnover. Franz Wagner with the 2. And Carroll with 21. Spurs give it up. Fultz. He can do that. Blocked and taken away. Wembanyama.
He thought he had used up his dribble there.
Giving up a bunch of ton and weight and also height. But held him off.
Right, did a nice job keeping him out of the play.
Spurs turn it over. Hawkins 0-4 from 3. Spurs will give it right back. Daniels. McCollum. He doesn't miss. Still involved. Sohan tipped that one away. Victor to Jeremy.
Oh, catch it with 2 hands there and finish it.
Averaging 19 a game. Had that against Houston Wednesday night in their win. 1:53 to go here. Watch out. Wemby had it picked off. Alvarado leading the break.
He just read that play perfectly.
The word comes to my mind when he comes onto the floor. Wemby. To shovel it into Osman.
goes back to New Orleans. Daniels pulled the chair on Victor, and it ends up being a turnover. Alvarado. He knew Williamson had the glass. Watch out. Tighten the handle there. It is saved, but it goes to Jones. Vassell is not fouled. Clean block.
First half, they get that bounce.
His pass is picked off. Intended for Champagny. Harrington 6. Hurt and miss. Sohan the rebound off to Vassell. Ahead to Victor. Reaches over Mitchell, but there to swipe it.
Wembanyama reaching in to reel in his third rebound. Here comes the big man, Victor Wembanyama. He lost the ball and got bam in the face with an elbow. Bounced off. Wembanyama with his 10th rebound, so another double-double. And look out, from behind, Butler took it away. And puts Miami ahead by 13. The Heat's biggest lead of the game, and a travel on Wembanyama.
Deflection and the steal. Jones got the deflection. Wembanyama bounce pass to Jones. He bounced it behind his teammate, and it's out of bounds. Isaac on Wembanyama again. Bounces it to Ingles. Ahead of the pack, Cole Anthony. Keldon Johnson in pursuit. Not fast enough.
Sometime mid-March, I guess, last year. So way ahead of schedule.
Suggs just takes the ball away. Devine streaking ahead of Wembanyama.
For this Magic team most nights in a quarter, but San Antonio, the big numbers, 41 in the quarter.
Wembanyama lost it. Anthony scoops it up. Anthony bouncing off of Osman. Boy, a lot of contact there and no call. The pass to Isaac. 2 points for Jay.
Wembanyama turns it over. Sohan goes to the ground to try and save it. Got tied up with Simmons. Those two going to work.
You're not playing a team by record, but they are a 10-42 team. The Nets need some feel good, and they're showing a lot of it here in really collaborative effort.
Wembanyama turns it over. Simmons as Bridges missing on a three. Vassell gonna finger roll there. Not 5 of 10 from behind the arc. Knocked loose from Wembanyama. Him and Schroeder colliding again. Both go. Schroeder goes down. Claxton hits.
Won't be denied. 8-0 run that time after the timeout. The response. Raptors have picked it up. Raptors 4 of 4. But if you bought a ticket tonight, you already got your money's worth watching this kid.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Look at the skill set Jack turnover that he has shown, right? Gee, shot doesn't go. You know, showing he can stretch it, and he's going to be a first-round pick. Kelly Olynyk.
You know, like a little bit casual nature of the Raptors in terms of their offensive approach tonight.
They haven't really been able to get out and run. They do this time. Scotty sets up RJ.
So much hard work and sacrifice goes into this journey, and we are looking forward to doing something special in Paris.
It's awesome. Congrats to Kia and the whole squad. And Paris, here they come.
Wembanyama. And there it is again, Jack. Wembanyama 2 blocks away from a triple-double.
Even with that basket by Vassell, 22-19. Wow.
And none of it was forced or chunking up shots.
Here's a steal, and Wemby. Now, he would have caught that pass. Gafford has played 17 minutes, 6 points, along with those 10 rebounds. And there's Kyrie Irving, another defensive play. He has dislodged the ball from Wemby a couple of different times tonight. Shot fake, Hardy attacking and scoring.
Shooting that three so well as of late. Here comes Wembanyama with the rip and run, and he throws it into the crowd. Lost control of it.
Ability, but it's something that Victor Wembanyama over the course of his career will only get better and better at.
Wemby throws it away. More defense to offense now. Reeves, left-handed dribble, tried to force that one to Rui. Champagny has the steal. Here comes Victor. Oh, a little too hot to handle. Look at him grab his his face and say, I know that's my bad.
Well, that's what George Rodman is. Bold, right? I mean, you're right. Marginal contact, great blocks. A block party right now going on out here, Bowler.
Everywhere. They blitz Wembanyama with Sexton. The ball taken away. And the Jazz take the lead to 7-6.
They go double John and dare the Jazz to hit him from outside.
Knocked away, another steal. The Jazz getting it done on the defensive end. Oh, what a pass.
Wow.
Keontae George. 5 of the half, so 3 giveaways early. Ball stripped out of the hands. Nice job by Hendrick.
So many oohs and ahs behind the back pass right at the shins of Blake Wesley.
With this whole theme.
Another turnover for San Antonio, and a foul is called.
Little microcosm right there.
Turnover. Kyle Anderson with the quick hands. Right now the Wolves up 15. Here's Edwards back on the floor. Tough turnaround, won't go. And saved by no. He is out the remainder of the game with left hamstring tightness. So no slow-mo the rest of the way. Naz Reid, beautiful steal.
Here it is again. I mean, somehow you have to find a way to get him the ball there.
Sohan did, and Wembanyama. We're seeing. Turned it over, trying to dribble through the crowd.
Everybody around the league saw that block at the end on Chet Holmgren the other night. Everybody's seen the blocks from Victor all year long. They're well aware of his presence in the paint. Can step outside with that big body, still fill it up.
Inside, Sohan couldn't get a handle on it. With the bucket. Halliburton slow to get going tonight after being scoreless in the last game against New Orleans, but the Spurs give it right back to him. Neesmith blocked by Sohan.
That's the 4th highest percentage in the league. Now Brooks on Wembanyama. Did he strip it away from him? Yes, he did. Diving on the floor to save it back to Jalen Green. There's still only 4 Rockets to score. Şengün has a double-double. Another turnover. Another good defensive possession by the Rockets. Stepping into a 3 is Green over Wembanyama. No good. Offensive rebound. Smith back up with it.
Interesting. Dillon Brooks still locked in on Wemby. That's what he wants.
And Wemby tried to wrap it around and thread the needle of cutting Wesley. Deflected and stolen by the Rockets. Oh, Cam Whitmore tried that. Missed it. Wembanyama knocked away by Şengün, scooped up by Van Vliet, ahead to Whitmore. Finds Green, gets by 2 as they split the seam. And another deflection by Şengün, picked up by Van Vliet. He gets it back. Oh my goodness, the softest leg, Whitmore.
Pick your poison, that's good basketball. And now Wemby doesn't want to step up.
Swarmed by 3 defenders, and Van Vliet stole it away from him, but he stepped out of bounds, tried to get the timeout, but he
Wesley with a notion, kicks it back out. Victor puts it to the floor. Trying to cross up Kuminga, lost the basketball. Kuminga picks it up, spots Wiggins.
Just swipe down on it.
Victor trying to dish it off to Jeremy, cutting to the basket, taken away by the Warriors, and Klay Thompson glides to the hole and lays it in. 21 years of age in his 3rd season out of the G League Ignite program. Victor with a flyby from Draymond Green, put it to the floor and he lost it.
A little too unselfish there. Go ahead and shoot that little mid-range jumper.
And here's Kuminga, and Victor gets it, but off the window. 3rd-year man out of the G League Ignite program. Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs thought he was going to shoot. Jeremy wasn't ready necessarily for that pass. Holiday with a miss. Victor brings down rebound number 4. Looking for the first points of the 2nd quarter. Victor falling away, throws it away.
Sohan. Picked off that time by Denver. Spurs will be subbing in a moment, as will Denver. Wemby against Gordon. Forced him into another turnover.
Maybe a little hyped up.
Gordon and Victor tussling. And the foul called here, and it's an offensive foul on Wembanyama.
Line. He can shoot the 3-ball, take the ball to the basket.
8th year out of Kentucky, averaging 21. Murray picks off Wemby's pass. 9-minute mark of the first. A foul on Victor with the screen, sticking the right leg out.
Too quickly off the glass with that shot.
And the Nets by 4, and Spurs give it up again. 11-7 Brooklyn. Schroeder gets it right back, but he misses. Oh, he was thrown into Keldon Johnson. Johnson was already headed up the floor, couldn't see it.
Like you said, shot that ball with a ton of confidence.
Wemby lost it. Victor tried to drop it right back to Branham. Alice smelled that out. The alley-oop denied by Wembanyama. Osman in the paint, offensive foul. Mavericks leading it by 2, as Irving has more than picked up the slack. The other way, Johnson with a miss. Kicked back out and continues with his cold shooting, but he is more than made up for it with his game play. Irving after the turnover. Irving to take a 7-point lead into the 4th quarter. Wembanyama against Kleber. It's stripped from behind. Spurs came from 10 down in the 4th to beat Brooklyn Sunday. And they come back here against a very solid Dallas team. Inside is Wemby now. Kicks it off. Jones. Off the mark for the Spurs turnover. Giroux the miss. Vic tips it out to Osman. He lost it, and Vic gets it back. Osman took a shot, though. Victor to Branham.
We were talking about the lack of offensive rebounding. Grizzlies averaging 25 second chance points on the trip. They don't have an offensive rebound yet. That hits Wembanyama in the chest. He can't handle it.
Memphis, Jackson Jr. with 4. Victor fakes that 3. Off the glass and good.
You can never tell what can happen.
Good looks for Victor, not going though. Kicks it out and too many steps. Can't convert here. The Spurs keep the lead and get the ball back.
Oh, no.
Pippen makes up for it.
Yeah, that's where Victor, just bring it up yourself.
Brought it down, got stripped. Pippen. Vassell, catch and shoot. Sohan, no. Victor, no. Yes. Oh, they're going to wave it off. Wemby with Durant on him to start. Nurkic kind of an anchoring in an almost zone-type defense. Goes out of bounds back to the Suns. Wemby trying to throw it off the leg of Nurkic out of bounds, and instead it stays in, and a transition 3 for Booker. Tight quarters. Osman. Victor. Lost the handle. That's right. 2 of the big 3 squabbling over who's going to dunk over the other one.
Because you don't mind the dead ball turnover.
Yo.
See, Wemby trying to do too much dribbling right now.
Allen on the drive, glides in with a pretty left-hand finish.
Out of his hands, the ball pops. Taken back down by Champagnie. Victor, how about that touch pass? Minutes, just over 8 minutes left. Slides it, kick it, back out front. Look at the ball movement. The blender is up and going. Wembanyama gets it back. Did he travel? He stepped out of bounds. Just past the 6.5-minute mark. High pick and roll. Wembanyama has the ball knocked out of his hands by Collins. The Jazz have a 4-on-2 break. Kick it out. Hendricks. 3 ball. Good.
You got to call on the cavalry.
And see, to your point, 22 assists on 25 made field goals. And marked it in. It's hit all 4 free throws. The Jazz have gone 16 of 18 from the free throw line. Ball comes loose. Good defense. Jazz strip it away. Sexton.
Dig deep here. Get some stops.
They double down Wembanyama. And that ball's dropped down or out of bounds. So the defense.
Victor drops it down. Champagnie in traffic. Plenty of time. 10 seconds.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Call.
Use that body so well. Create shots, and then he just stays in the play.
He's got 30. Johnson. Off to Victor. It's Robinson, and he traveled. And he's 5 of 5 in the second half from 3. McBride the steal.
On an Easter Sunday in Texas, Wemby has it, turns the corner and lost it out of bounds, and that is part of the Wembanyama story. Wembanyama. Look at the handles and look at the very fun pass that did not find its mark. I have no argument based on what we've seen so far as he grabs his 8th rebound and runs the break.
Great hands there by Chris Paul.
Wemby handling. Curry switches out on it. Bullet pass, but a turnover from Wemby. Ream switches out on it. Wemby faces up. Got Jackson Davis in the air and then lost it on his way to the rim. He wants a foul.
He wants a foul.
Now Wemby has it knocked away. Now Gordon's got it. Down the middle to Yoke, and he puts it away with the slam dunk. Intercepted. Gordon's got a lane if he wants it.
Still plenty of clock left for Wembanyama because they got some early offense. Deflected by Herb. Herb going up, and he's going to leave it off for Dice, who's going to be fronted by Dyson. Where's the double? Dan to hit the rim. What a break. Larry gets it out. Trey on the run, and the finish.
Out to Victor.
Oh, the team with those long arms read that perfectly.
Cameron Payne. The 3.
And then he makes everything he looks at. And he's a terrific athlete, great in the open court, solid finisher.
Maxey gets the steal taken away from Branham. Comes up with it after the miss by Martin on the putback.
It looked like it might have been late.
Oh, Victor turns it over looking inside. Victor just about out of his reach, but that 8-foot wingspan saved it. But Jones couldn't save it from the backcourt. Pops in, push it ahead. Victor got underneath the basket, obviously, as his pass out hit the back of the backboard. 9/10 of a second, no timeouts.
Oh, my goodness.
No, Batum. And we go to overtime.
Goliad, we've got ourselves one heck of a matchup here.
Giddy up. Batum knocked it away from Victor and then got knocked in the face, an offensive foul.
He's the guy where you got to go through him because they're going to double team him pretty much every time and just be ready to shoot it on the perimeter.
And now his pass is deflected and stolen.
And you see Wembanyama, I was going to say, has a good handle.
Working out nicely for him.
And they've got a defense now that's showing up after those midseason trades. Wemby called for the travel. Victor will bring it back. Uh-oh. Lazy cross-court pass. Caldwell Pope will get the dunk. They need to finish strong and stay in contact with this Nuggets team. Makes it 62-50. He has a half dozen. Trying to find Mamu. What a pass by the Joker, and Gordon spins and scores. Turnover, and Watson.
I told you he was athletic.
Spurs down 3, 121-17. Back to Wemby against Gordon.